It'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Right to the air is Jackson. Well, this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This inside the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. Able to get away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try to keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
At the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. And it is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They're going with Beckham on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guy.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Here's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And he'll go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, it's Edwards.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Flowers shows there that he is a student of the craft whose mentality is simply, I'm going to take the football away from defenders. A tenacious player and almost a clone of Steve Smith Sr., somebody else who had some really good seasons in Baltimore.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Jackson on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And And now Jackson will look to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. team's playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figured they can get one of those takeaways. They can spark their team to a win.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. Stiff-armed him. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Watson now going to run the option right. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 34 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Nifty running by Beckham. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Well, now they'll try the end around. Down the left sideline. Nelson Aguilar. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 59 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
14. Justin Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now pass complete to Moore. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 74 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Down the left sideline. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
He's looking deep for Bell. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, here's Watson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Final 90 seconds here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now 1st and goal. Now Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as and the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. He'll get this to Bell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Here's 1st down. Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Odafe Owe in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little
the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. What's the good God?
It's Madden NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A second and 11 from the 19. They go play action with Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests.
There he goes, right side.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
Jackson gonna run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Pickett back to throw. This is caught by Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. The Ravens are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And they'll run it here. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 12. And a Raven first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Right side, there's Likely with it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Pickett. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pass out left finds Kohler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Touchdown! Patrick Ricard from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pickett to throw on first down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Pickett on second down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So it was already a gain on the...
No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this moment. No, okay.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Pickett. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very...
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff for Warren. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football.
Certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Over this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play action now, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That gain on third down, good for 28.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And they'll run it here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 3. They're looking at 2nd down now for a relation score. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Oh, look at this play call. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. Able to slither by. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go on the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on